Welcome all dear children. As we are doing the chapter 5 of class 12 chemistry, that is surface chemistry, in that today we'll be discussing about the properties of colloidal solutions. We'll be going to study what are the different properties that are possessed by any colloidal solution. First one is children, colligative property. When I talk about colligative property, these are basically that you have read in chapter 2nd, that is solution. These are osmotic pressure, lowering in vapor pressure, depression in freezing point, and elevation in boiling point. These are the various colligative properties that we have studied. And we also know that the value of these colligative properties depends upon the number of particles. So children, when I compare the colligative properties of a colloidal solution with a true solution, then on the basis of number of particles, I can say that in colloidal solution, the number of particles are less as compared to true solution. In true solution, number of particles are more, and in colloidal solution as compared to true solution, the number of particles are more. So, they will have or possess the less colligative property as compared to true solution. Okay, so we can say that the number of particles in colloidal solution are less. Now why they are less? Because colloidal solution are generally of high molecular mass. So the one with high molecular mass and low mole fraction will have always less number of particles. Okay, so this is all about colligative property, which I have told you depends upon number of particles. As the number of particles in colloidal solution are less, so the colligative property will be less as compared to true solution in case of colloidal solution. Now, the next and the one which is given by the board also is Tyndall effect. Now, what is Tyndall effect? Children, this is something that you have read in your class 9th also. So, when I talk about Tyndall effect, first generally I'll take a simple clear solution, a true solution. Then I'll be explaining it with help of colloidal solution. Now, what happens children? If you take a homogeneous solution, this is the diagram with the help of which I am going to explain you. If you take a homogeneous solution in this, we all know what is a homogeneous solution. Homogeneous solution is the one which is present in a single phase. For example, if I dissolve salt in water, then we get a salt solution, a clear salt solution, and the solution is present in only one phase, that is a solution present in liquid phase or the liquid state. इसमें आप solid और liquid को अलग से नहीं बता सकते कि ये solid है और वो liquid है. So it is present in only one state, that is the salt solution in liquid state. So those kind of solutions are known as homogeneous solution. Now children, if you take a homogeneous solution in this container, and if you put this container having homogeneous solution in dark place you put this solution, homogeneous solution, and now with the help of light, if you see through this solution, straightforward, then this solution appears clear. This solution will be clear because it is a homogeneous solution. And when you look at this homogeneous solution from right angles, दिस इज 90 डिग्रीज एंगल. जब आप इसको यहाँ से देखेंगे, इफ यू लुक एट दिस होमोजीनस सोल्यूशन थ्रू राइट एंगल्स और एट राइट एंगल टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ बीम, जहाँ से बीम आ रही है उसके राइट एंगल से अगर आप देखते हैं, देन this solution seems to be perfectly dark. Now, when this appears dark, when it is a homogeneous solution, when observed at right angle to the beam of light, and when you look straight, this solution appears clear. While, children, if I take a colloidal solution, then in that case, colloidal solution I have taken over here. Though this solution, if I look from here in the direction of beam of light, this is the direction of beam of light. If I look this colloidal solution in through this in this manner straight, then it appears reasonably clear or translucent, okay, by the transmitted light, but they will show अ माइल्ड टू स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपेलेसेंस. ये आपको ओपेलेसेंस शो करेगा, ये आपको क्लियर नहीं दिखाई देगा. इट विल शो अ माइल्ड ओपेलेसेंस व्हेन यू व्यू दिस एट 90 डिग्रीज एट थ्रू द बीम ऑफ इल्यूमिनेटेड लाइट. जब ये आपने यहाँ से इसको देखा, ये बीम ऑफ लाइट थी और आपने इस कोलाइडल सोल्यूशन में थ्रू 90 डिग्री देखा, तो ये सोल्यूशन आपको कैसा दिखाई देगा? इट विल शो माइल्ड टू स्ट्रॉन्ग ओपेलेसेंस. ओके, नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स? द path of the beam and the path of the beam will be illuminated by a bluish light. आपको यहाँ पर एक ब्लू कलर की लाइट भी दिखाई देगी. ये जो पाथ ऑफ बीम है, यहाँ पर आपको कुछ ब्लू कलर का चमकता हुआ सा कुछ दिखाई देगा. द पाथ विल बी इल्यूमिनेटेड बाय ब्लूइश लाइट एंड दिस illuminated path of bluish light, this effect is generally known as Tyndall effect. Now what happens generally, children? If we have here colloidal solution, when light falls on the soul, this colloidal solution will absorb light. जब लाइट इन कोलाइडल सोल्यूशन के पार्टिकल्स के ऊपर गिरती है, देन द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ कोलाइडल सोल्यूशन विल absorb light. And children after absorbing the light, they will scatter it. And this scattering of light, you can see it is scattered, the light is scattered. Suppose this is a colloidal particle. When light falls over it, it absorbs light and it scatters the light. Okay. Now this scattering of light is known as Tyndall effect. And the illuminated path of light, ये यहाँ पर ये जो बन रहा है, illuminated path of light passing through the colloid. This is the illuminated path of light which is passing. This is passing through the colloidal particle. This is known as the Tyndall cone. The illuminated path of light is known as the Tyndall cone. And children, this effect you can observe in the cinema halls also. Okay, this effect you can observe in the cinema halls also, children. Now what happens in the cinema halls? Generally when light falls over the dust particles, okay, or it is generally during the projection of picture, whenever you see the projection of a picture in the cinema hall, the projection of picture in the cinema hall, then the light will be scattered by the dust and the smoke particles present there. सिनेमा हॉल में क्या होता है, जब पिक्चर को प्रोजेक्ट किया जाता है स्क्रीन के ऊपर जनरली, तो जो स्कैटरिंग ऑफ जो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स प्रेजेंट है विच आर वेरी स्मॉल in nature, or the smoke particles that are present which are very small in nature, they generally scatter the light. Okay, so this effect can be seen in the cinema halls because there the path of light is scattered by the dust and the smoke particles. When they scatter the light, when light falls on the screen, it falls, okay, during the projection of picture. Now, the next one is Tyndall effect. When it is observed, children, when it is observed, what is the condition of Tyndall effect? First thing, the size of the colloidal particles should not be much smaller than the wavelength of incident light. Now we all know, children, that in this light will be falling on the colloidal particle. We have striked a beam of light on the colloidal particle. So that light is having certain wavelength. Now the size of condition when this effect will be shown, Tyndall effect, when the size of colloidal particle is not much smaller than the wavelength of incident light. जो wavelength है incident light की, उससे जो size of colloidal particle है उसके comparison में बहुत ज़्यादा छोटा नहीं होना चाहिए. The size of the colloidal particle should not be much smaller than the wavelength of the incident light. जो वेवलेंथ होगी इंसिडेंट लाइट की उससे कोलाइडल पार्टिकल का साइज बहुत ज़्यादा स्मॉल नहीं होना चाहिए. दिस इज द फर्स्ट कंडीशन. सेकेंड, द रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडाइसेस ऑफ द डिस्पर्स फेज एंड द डिस्पर्शन मीडियम differ greatly in magnitude. You all know the term refractive indices. Now children, refractive indices of the dispersed phase, the one which is dissolved, and the dispersion medium in which it is dissolved differ greatly in magnitude. इन दोनों के रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स में जो डिफरेंस होना चाहिए वो लार्ज डिफरेंस होना चाहिए. किसके? डिस्पर्स फेज और डिस्पर्शन मीडियम के मैग्नीट्यूड में या उसकी वैल्यू में. नाउ नेक्स्ट. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, दिस Tyndall effect, what is the use of this Tyndall effect? Why we are studying it? First thing, Tyndall effect was given by Zsigmondy, and this effect is used to distinguish between a colloidal solution and a true solution. Now, Zsigmondy have set up an apparatus. Zsigmondy ने एक apparatus को सेट करा. Zsigmondy ने एक apparatus को सेट किया. Zsigmondy has set up an apparatus, and that apparatus is known as ultra microscope. That apparatus is known as ultra microscope. Now, an intense beam of light is focused on this colloidal solution. What I've taken a container having colloidal solution and viewed at 90 degree or at right angle to the incident beam of light. The microscope used was ultra microscope. Now when a beam of light or intense beam of light is focused on a colloidal particle and when observed at right angle, then what happens, children? What do you see in that? You can see blue color particles. They will appear like twinkling bright stars under a dark background. आपको इसमें जो कोलाइडल पार्टिकल्स हैं वो छोटे छोटे ब्लूइश स्टार्स के फॉर्म में दिखाई देंगे अंडर अ ब्लैक background, just the way you look into the sky, black sky and twinkling blue stars. In the same way you are going to see in the case of colloidal solution also. Now these twinkling stars, we think that they are colloidal particles, but no, they are not the colloidal particles. The bluish light, the bluish twinkling stars that you see is the light which is scattered by the colloidal particles. Colloidal particles जो light को scatter करते हैं वो scattered light आपको दिखाई देती है twinkling stars या फिर bright stars के form में. Okay, so this was exactly which was given by this Zsigmondy, the Tyndall effect. Okay, so Tyndall effect is basically used to distinguish between children, will distinguish between what? Tyndall effect between true solution and a colloidal solution. Now the last one is not the last one but the third one, color. The color of colloidal solution depends on the wavelength of light scattered by the dispersed particles. जो लाइट स्कैटर करी गई है. Dispersed particle. We have the colloidal particles which are the dispersed particle which are present in a liquid or the dispersion medium. So generally the colloidal particles are going to scatter the light. Now the color of the colloidal solution. Suppose you see the colloidal solution and the ultra microscope, it is red or it is blue. Then what is the reason behind the color of that colloidal solution that we are going to study. So the color of the colloidal solution will be depending upon the wavelength of light. क्या जो लाइट डिस्पर्स पार्टिकल या कोलाइडल पार्टिकल ने स्कैटर करी है, उस लाइट की जो वेवलेंथ होगी, उस वेवलेंथ के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा जो कलर है कोलाइडल सोल्यूशन का. सो इट विल डिपेंड अपॉन द वेवलेंथ ऑफ द लाइट स्कैटर्ड बाय द डिस्पर्स्ड पार्टिकल. नाउ व्हाट आर द फैक्टर्स ऑन विच वेवलेंथ ऑफ लाइट डिपेंड्स? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर एंड साइज ऑफ पार्टिकल्स. किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगी? जो पार्टिकल्स हैं उनका नेचर कैसा है और उनका साइज कितना है. तो जो कोलाइडल पार्टिकल्स का नेचर है और जो साइज़ है उसके बेसिस पे वो लाइट को स्कैटर करते हैं और वेवलेंथ उसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है. वेवलेंथ डिपेंड्स अपॉन द साइज एंड नेचर ऑफ द कोलाइडल पार्टिकल्स. ओके, so this is how we can observe the different colored colloidal solutions. Example, when you take water and milk mixture, it appears red. Okay, when viewed by transmitted light, and it appears blue when viewed by reflected light. So here the color of the same solution is different, same colloidal solution is different. When it is viewed by transmitted light, it is red. When it is viewed by reflected light, it is blue in color. Okay children, so that's all for today. Thank you all and have a nice day.